What's up, nerds and nerdettes? Major Krim here for Sleepers for the Week. Berserk is finally back. After 3 movies that covered the original season of the anime, we're finally seeing that it's not dead at all yet, thank God. We were a little bit worried there for a minute because we were hearing that they were going to continue Berserk after that first season that they made way back in the 90s. And that season, ended on a pretty big cliffhanger, covered the whole entire Golden Age arc, and then recently, in the past couple of years, they have redone that first season into the form of movies and a trilogy that cover that season, and now we finally get a teaser at what to expect and what's to come for Berserk, which is great. I am so excited and happy that they're continuing to do this, that they're continuing to create animation for Berserk, because pretty much we never even expected as fans after the series was over. I mean, I didn't watch the series when it came out, so I luckily by chance I worked at a video game store that was kind of like a mom and pop kind of place. It wasn't GameStop or EB Games or anything like that. But I worked at a video game shop, and we started taking in some DVDs, things like that, mainly just DVDs. We were very picky on what we brought in. This guy brings in the entire set of Berserk. Never seen Berserk before. I saw the red DVD case. It stood out to me. That looked really cool. He had all the inserts, everything except pretty much for that case that comes around it. I'll have a picture up here for it. But it was a really nice set and collection. All the volumes were in pristine condition. I still have them. I still own them. And my boss was kind of trying to stop selling anime because there was when we were stopping selling DVDs, period, because we just weren't really pushing movies and stuff. GameStop and other bigger, video game stores started realizing that, we can't sell movies and music CDs. People want to come here for games. So anyway, not knowing what it was or how much it would sell for, my boss was pretty much like, well, you can ask to buy it from him. I'm probably not going to put it on the shelf, but you can buy it. So I gave the guy $20 and I got the entire set of Berserk in pristine condition for $20. That was fantastic. Didn't know what it was, and apparently my friend Brian came into work, and he came in on a later shift and was like so pissed off that I had gotten that before him, because he would have snatched it up and bought it. So I needed to do some research. So I did some research on it. I found out it was pretty much a well-loved cult classic kind of anime. I started watching it and I got hooked, and I've been a fan ever since. So that's a little bit of a background. And basically, what happens is it's one season. They made 3 movies off that season, and now we're finally going to get to see the continuation of that. I think a lot of fans were kind of happy they were rehashing everything. I mean, because we're trying to bring it to everybody. I mean, anyone that didn't get a chance to watch the anime or get a chance to buy it, or just buy it online because their friend said, hey, you gotta check this out. This is a chance for people to see it from the beginning and not have to catch up or anything like that. So that's why I didn't mind seeing them do the 3 movies. The 3 movies, that was fine, and that covered the first season. But then we had like this little dark period where we didn't hear from them at all for quite a while. We heard and we got kind of little small notifications. Like I think one of the volumes of the manga said, there was like a little excerpt that said that more's coming. There's going to be more movies, things like that. But it kind of, we kind of were losing a little bit of hope because it's been a while since we've heard anything about it. Until recently, until we got this little teaser, this little small little Black Swordsman tease. Basically, what you see in the teaser trailer is you see Guts as the Black Swordsman after the eclipse, and he's just badass. He's killing apostles, and in this trailer you see him killing some some skulls. Well, they have skulls, but skeletons. They're like evil skeletons. He's slicing and dicing and stuff. The only thing is, and where a lot of people were concerned, is that in the movies, they kind of went CG with it. I mean, CG is cheap. They probably were gauging the fan reaction to see if old fans would watch and if new fans would be brought in. I'm hoping by this teaser trailer showing that they are going to be making at least what I'm thinking is the Black Swordsman arc now. that they got what they were looking for. They got the views. They got people buying the Blu-rays. They've got people, watching it. My only concern is that the CG in this teaser looks worse than the first movie. The CG in the movies got better as the movies progressed, which I liked. You could definitely tell that the production value was increased as each movie came out, because I'm sure the fans were, number one, the fans, I remember back then, we were all bitching about the CGI. We know it's cheap, we know it's the easiest way to make anime, and especially when you use that type of CGI, when even the CGI looks kind of like PlayStation 2 graphics or early Xbox 360 graphics. We kind of get it. You don't have a lot of money to spend. And for me as a fan, I don't mind. You're giving me more Berserk. I'm not going to bitch and moan about the fact that it looks cel-shaded instead of hand-drawn. It's whatever. But this teaser, I'm hoping with the way this teaser was, because I'm not trying to come off as sounding bitchy at all, because any more Berserk, I'm happy for. I'm happy to have it. It's just, I'm thinking the way this teaser was just kind of like the crew that's making this probably could see that the community was worried that it was just going to fall out of existence again. Is this series cursed? Are they just going to get through the Golden Age arc, which was the first series, then the 3 movies, both covered the same exact storylines? After that point, does it die off? Is this anime cursed? But I'm hoping that they saw that we kind of needed some, a little bit of a teaser. Essentially, we needed something to see that it was in the works. I think that's what this is, because a lot of people are getting really kind of pissed off that it looks like, the CGI looks worse than the first film. Okay, I get that. It's a teaser trailer though. I think they threw this trailer out to just get our attention, to say, hey guys, this is still happening. We're still working on this. Hang in there. There's going to be a lot more coming soon. And I think that's what it is. That's the way I felt about it. I saw some people online, they were kind of being, complaining about it, saying, oh, if the whole thing is going to look like that, then I'm not going to fucking see it, blah, 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 blah. No, I really think that was just them, they had a battle put together. That was probably something they were pitching to somebody else, or, showing their superiors. They're probably saying like, hey, this is kind of what we're working on. This is what we want him to look like. That to me looked like something that you would bring to like the meeting and say, hey, this is how we want Guts to look like in the Black Swordsman arc. This is kind of how we want it to look, blah, 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 blah. And then it's going to get fleshed out and more detailed when it goes into production. I'm sure whatever that teaser trailer was a pre-alpha, pre-production kind of little teaser. That's what it is. That's what a teaser should be, people. Teasers should be teasers. They shouldn't tell us everything yet. So with that being said, are you excited for the new Berserk? I'm sure you probably clicked this video because you either like Berserk or you saw I was talking about anime. Let me know what you think about this. Also, what do you think that the animation means too? There's a lot of debate. I'm assuming and thinking they're probably going to stick to the movie format, unless the trilogy of movies did a lot better than we expected and we're actually going to get a full-blown series. Would blow my mind. I would love to see a Black Swordsman arc full series where he's just hunting apostles and collecting billets and just like wreaking havoc and just being just like super badass, Guts. I don't know if we're going to get that or not though. I have no idea if this is going to be a series or movies. My guess is that since the others were movies, these are going to be movies as well. But I like kind of how even the title kind of gives us a little bit of a tease too. It's new Berserk animation in the works right now, and that's open to interpretation. What does animation mean? Does that mean series? Does that mean a movie? But anyway, I'm hoping for series. I'll be happy and fine with movies. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the trailer, or the teaser trailer that we got? I think we're going to get another trailer down the road that's going to show a lot more and in a lot more detail, and it's not going to look like what we saw. I'm happy regardless that they're doing more Berserk, so that is phenomenal. I'm so happy for it. And let me know in the comment section below. Talk to me about some Berserk, or if you've never seen or heard Berserk but you like anime. If you're a fan of anything that's like dark fantasy, medieval fantasy, things like that, this is definitely one to check out. I'm even thinking about doing a little video about Berserk too. So if you'd like to see that, let me know. If you'd like to see me just ramble for 30 minutes about Berserk, I'd be more than happy to do that. I love this anime. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you stumbled upon this video and you would like to see more, there's a little red button down there that you can subscribe to, and you can see a lot more. We cover everything from anime to music to games to typical nerdy stuff, so that's kind of what I do here on the channel. And let me know in the comment section below about what you think about the new trailer, what you think about Berserk in general, and as well as thanks for sticking around and watching us for this long, and for all the people who have been watching all of our videos that we release as sporadically as we've been releasing them. We will have a schedule soon, so thank you guys for sticking in there with us and watching, and we definitely appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, so we'll definitely talk to you guys soon, and remember guys, save us for the week. This is Major Crim. Peace.